Founded in 2018, the Fathers Club was created to bring more intentional involvement of fathers to our local schools, creating connections and enriching the lives of students. Through action in their community, Fathers Club has set out to create positive changes in not only their children, but also in themselves. After meeting with other dads in the area, the shared motivations and foundation of Fathers Club quickly came together. Without hesitation, they were inspired to take action, and their first event soon followed.
We decided we've got to do a first splash event.
So us being knucklehead dads, we just coming up with ideas left and right, and said, well, why don't we just go to school and give kids high fives, fist bumps, and and then somebody else suggested, well, why don't we give them something too, like some food? So we partnered and gave out chicken biscuits to all the kids, and so that's all we did. The buzz around the school when we did that was tremendous.
The dads thought they might just be onto something.
I teach in the weight room. You know, I have strength and conditioning classes. I'm in the weight room all day. Kids tend to let their guard down. Man, did you get a chicken sandwich this morning? Did you see the dads in the parking lot? It's not. I would have thought it would have been eye roll mentality. I thought it would. They're like, man, that's so cool. Man, I got 2 sandwiches. Yeah, you know, and that's so cool that they do that.
You can always tell when the dads have been at school and the kids have been around the dads to where school is just better on those days.
You're talking to your best friend's dad and you're just chopping it up and laughing, and that's a great way to start your morning. I mean, regardless of whether they had just run out of chicken biscuits or not, which happened a few times, just seeing them, shaking their hand and talking to them before the day got started was pretty cool.
There's something really powerful about dads being present. And that doesn't always mean something big and flashy. I think sometimes it's as easy as showing up and physically being present.
The Fathers Club started with the core operating principle of keeping things simple, easy for dads to engage in.
We had a 50-minute block of time. Students could go anywhere in the building and eat their lunch. It was a time that they could decompress, they could get work done, they could meet in clubs or meet with teachers. And it's 1,500 kids running around the building. Pretty loose environment by most standards. We needed help with supervision. Next thing I know, I've got 6, 7, 8 dads coming in at lunch. How they did that, I don't know. And they were coming in and they were engaging with our students, having fun.
Before long, the dads were serving in all kinds of ways in multiple schools. First day of school, chicken biscuits became fist bumps for food, fruit snack Fridays, and feast before finals. They even had family-friendly tailgates with burgers and hot dogs before big games. It's not all about food, though.
They assisted our teachers. A lot of dads have expertise in various areas, and they were willing to come into the classroom and share that expertise with our students. They provided mock interviews for our students for business classes and AVID classes. They were also very instrumental in providing educational opportunities for our parent community.
Hey, we're just guys. We're just there trying to help. You know, you need some help with the float? Oh yeah, heck, we'll help you with the float. I've got that tool. Or you need a truck to pull it with? Okay, we can do that.
The Fathers Club has placed an emphasis on mental health as well, with a number of dads taking first aid mental health courses to spot suicide warning signs and learn how to ask the right questions in tough situations.
You know, when you're showing up, you see all these kids, you don't know what their stories are. When they're showing up and they're walking into the school and they've got a hoodie down and you can't see their face, and you go up to them and you kind of block them a little bit and you say, hey, you have a great day. And they just kind of pep up, and you put that may be the only smile that they've had on their face in weeks. One of the mantras that you'll hear with Fathers Club is, you know, you matter right here, right now. And that's what we want people to be seen. You know, when you feel like you've been seen, you feel like a real person. And that's something that social media will never give you.
Kids don't know their value. And to have someone say, just in passing after a conversation, hey, I do care about you. Whatever you've done, I'm still gonna love you. Let's work through it.
I hope that the focus of mental health and well-being and the tools and the training and the education that we provide other dads give them not only what they need to be able to say, but the courage to be able to say it.
It's not just kids benefiting from the Fathers Club activities. Many dads have been surprised by the genuine friendships and sense of community that have developed through their involvement.
Early on in this whole process, dads would say, I don't know if I can be part of that group because those are all the perfect dads or the great dads or the dads that know what's going on. No, it's completely the opposite. We're guys who are just figuring it out like everybody else. We just happen to get put together with a bunch of other guys, and now we build a community and we're all figuring out stuff along the way.
I think parenting is as challenging as it's ever been these days. The context in which we're parenting, far different than any environment that I grew up in. And I think we're all trying to navigate this together.
Once you get dads together, it's amazing what can be accomplished if everyone is working in the same direction.
You're going to discover how to work through these problems together. You're going to be working together to help kids. And that brings this unity that you just can't find anywhere. It's wonderful.
In May of 2023, the Fathers Club lost one of its founders, Vin Stevens, at age 60, just 5 years after launching the club with Brad Holthusen. His vision lives on in the group's mission.
You know, Fathers Club has a lot of different elements to it, but if one single simple element could rise to the top, it would be who Vince Stevens was and what he exuded everywhere he went. And it's in one single word, and it's love.
Where can you help? Where can you be available? Where can you love? Where can you show a difference? Where can you change a life?
What Vince reminds us of is the power of intentionality in conversation. That when we're willing to listen to someone's story, we're asking about their story, to let them know that we're here. I think it reminds us of what's needed in this world. People just want to know that someone else cares. And when someone else cares, it creates an opportunity for us to speak into their life. How can I make a difference in my own kids' lives and their friends? How can I make a difference in the lives of other dads? And how can I be present and make a difference in our community?
With funds that come in, we are directly helping impact fathers, kids, community, the schools, the teachers, the administrators, families, in a lot of different ways. Help training on mental health first aid, training for dads, fentanyl awareness. I mean, I could go on with a litany of things, but if I could succinctly say what the dollars are doing, it's immediately impacting the community and the DNA right around that specific chapter in that area.
Some things that are needed most in life are not that complicated, that it's the simple things that can make the biggest difference. We're stronger together. In numbers, we're gonna find a way. And the mantra and the mindset is reminding everyone, you matter right here, right now.